So, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently witnessing the emergence of fungal superpathogens. I'm, of course, not talking about the one depicted in The Last of Us, but rather of real pathogens that affect our health, and one specific case for which we have an unmet clinical need. I'm talking about Aspergillus fumigatus, which is a ubiquitous fungus that we all breathe, and that was recently selected as a critical priority fungal pathogen by the WHO. It is the causative agent of aspergillosis, which is a debilitating syndrome causing mild allergies to severe invasive pulmonary infections that affects more than 14 million people worldwide. Moreover, there are huge levels of drug resistance in this pathogen, and so we need alternatives to fight against it. Starting from the lung microbiota of human subjects, we isolated a series of bacterial strains directly in confrontation with Aspergillus fumigatus, and so as shown in the picture here. And then we tested and demonstrated their ability to inhibit fungal growth, as shown in the graph, compared to the control fungus alone in red, and the fungus plus voriconazole, which is a widely used antifungal compound in the clinic, in green. And the final solution will be the creation of functional bacterial consortia. Now, where are we in the business environment? So we really rely mostly on the use of antifungal drugs, but this drives the emergence of resistances over time. At Microlung Shield, what we propose as a complementary approach to counteract this emergence of resistance is the use of biocontrol bacterial strains. On the one hand, on the other hand, as you all know, the microbiome is a really hot topic at the moment, and there are a lot of pharma companies that work in this field, but they're all focused in gut health, or mainly. And so what we proposed is to subcontract the GMP manufacturing of the product in order to expand their portfolio and to give them a novel focus in lung health. We are a great and interdisciplinary team, and we have a plan to raise funds from the preclinical validation to the final product in 2030. And with that, let's protect your lungs from fungal pathogens, and we are looking for funding and investors. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have time for questions from our jury members.
Great, thank you very much. So as a first question, the patients who suffer from severe aspergillosis disease are, of course, people undergoing severe immunosuppression because of transplantation. Are you worried at all that these inhaled bacteria might cause sepsis in those patients?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So the patients that would be the target for your treatment are often under immunosuppression.
Yes, exactly.
Right? How certain are you that the bacterial strains you've isolated can't cause sepsis in those patients?
So we will perform safety tests in order really to see so if they are really toxic or not, and really to ensure safety first, of course. Yeah.
And maybe related to that, do you have an idea of what the mechanism is that those bacteria use to suppress the fungal growth? Are they secreting effectively an antifungal, or is it sort of nutrient competition?
So we don't really know at the moment. So we are also currently extracting the DNA in order to analyze the genome, and also to do transcriptomics analysis with the fungus to see really how they act in order to suppress the growth. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Fabio. Thanks. Two questions from my side. What's the patent status at the moment for this project or your startup?
What is, sorry?
Your patent status, your patenting.
Yeah. So we are currently beginning to file the patent. So in order to protect the strains. So the use of the strains, sorry. Yeah, so it's ongoing.
And when you talk about the bacteria consortium, like how many strains are those, and how do you have any comment on scaling up in the end?
Yeah, so so we have roughly a dozen strains approximately, and what's also really like easy to handle them because they're growing in oxy conditions. So yeah, compared to most of the anaerobic bacteria that you can find in the gut, they would be much more easier to produce and then to build the consortia.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.